One of the changes I want to make to the cab rack was the installation of this wind reducer here on the front deflector. At highway speeds, especially with the crosswind, I was getting a little bit of wind noise. In town at regular speeds, no big deal. So you can see I've already installed it here. Use a heat gun just to get some of the bends. Here's a cross-section piece. You can see up top there's a sort of a C channel here. That is metal reinforced in the bottom here. It's just a squishy piece of rubber. So when again placed it from end to end, again I used a heat gun so I can get these bends in here. Nice application. So the installation is going to require that I lower the windscreen and actually so it'll be touching this piece here, I'm sure, at the top of the cab. So that'll be the next portion I'll show you. All right, I already have it kind of laid out here a little bit, as you can see, with the front end, the wind deflector down on the cab. The hole's going to line up with the bottom hole in the middle portion. Now, originally you can tell I had it installed a little bit higher, but we're going to be dropping it down lower so that there's a nice seal between the wind deflector with the wind noise reducer here. You might be asking yourself, well, what if I had lowered it from the upper position and head into the lower position? Would it have reduced wind noise? Good question. I don't know. All right, now that I have it installed, you can see there with the zoomed in image that the wind noise reducer makes a nice seal there against the cab. One of the other changes I want to make to the rack was the installation of this panel here now. In addition to all the pre-drilled holes for mounting different accessories, you'll notice here on the end it's slotted here, okay? Now, when I first installed the rack, they incorrectly said you could use any of these here for the crossbars. Well, this is actually where the crossbar belongs because this large space here is to insert the panel. Now, when you put the crossbar here, panel, crossbar here, you also provide grooves for the long side of the panel, which would be here and here and here, to be installed in those crossbars. And then again, the ends here, these slotted pieces here, you can see they're notched out, will then go into the larger area on the side of the rack. So I'm going to go ahead and move some crossbars and then I'll show you how we install the panels. All right, so before installation of the panel, you have to install this particular edging piece here, which you can see I have one that's not been installed. It's a C channel. All right, one bit of advice, folks, when you're installing these caps on the end, make sure you cut it so it measures exactly the same as that small insert there. And the reason I say that, if it's too wide, what you'll notice is you will not be able to fit it into that groove. So again, make sure you trim the end cap just the exact width of the insert. All right, now installation of the panels is pretty simple. Once you have the edge on, you won't be able to push it into the bar. So what you have to do is slide it into that groove, all right, on both sides. Now, what I've done is I've kept those ends attached, just loosely threaded, hand tightened, while these are obviously unattached, and I'm able to push the panel in. It can also go a lot quicker if you have help. So I'd like to thank my wife, who again asked to remain off camera, for pushing that panel in while I was holding the bar steady. Again, much easier with a partner, but it can be done alone. Again, you're just going to have to keep that edge piece and that channel on each side. And then at the very end, you can see this piece, the end cap is sitting on top of the rail. I will push it down into the groove, and then I will be able to secure the bolt. So one more step and we're done. All right, there we go, folks. The installation of the modular panels is complete. We also completed the installation of the wind noise reducer there in the windscreen. So thank you for tuning in to part 2 of the Prinsu CabRac installation. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in.